Well, hello everyone. This is Robin Carter, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator out of Flower Mound, Texas. Let me just glance over and make sure the mic's on. Okay, looks like that is working. Anyway, today I finally got in my paper pumpkin for May. So we're going to do an unboxing of this kit to see everything that's included. But before we begin, let me thank those of you that have subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much for your support. I did reach 3,000, so now the big push to 4,000. So if you are new to my channel, or maybe you've watched a few but have yet to subscribe, I would really appreciate if you hit the subscribe button below. And if you missed any of my other alternatives with paper pumpkin, there's many out on my channel. Just click on my name of RobinsCreations, my YouTube channel name, and then click on videos, and then you will see them all in date order from the most current to the previous ones. So check those out. I actually made 59 cards with last month's kit. Now I did show some alternatives, and there's a few I didn't show on a video, but I'm going to show you today. So if you're interested in those, stay tuned and I will get to those as I introduce some new products to you. So let me switch to my hands down view so we can get started with this unboxing. Give me just a second. Okay, so now we're down to hands-on. I like to glance and make sure the mic's on because that has happened before and I have to do it again with somebody else's kit. Anyway, the only thing I have done is taken off the wrapper. So let's open up the goodies and see what's in store for us. So we get Misty Moonlight ink spot, and then we get this nice stamp set. I really like those trees there that I see right offhand. So what I like to also tell everyone is before you even begin digging in your kit, or maybe you know you're not going to get to this kit right away, is test out your stamps. So I'm going to do that here with you. I take off the flimsy part and I leave them on the more solid piece. And then I take my label just to make sure they are working good. So I happen to have a full size of gray granite on my desk, so I'm just going to ink them up with this. If this is your first kit, you can always use the spot, but for time I just get a full kit and it's sticking to the ink. Now one thing I didn't share, I should have done this, is first ink it up with Versamark, especially if it's your first time stamping. But let's see how this does. And granted, this is not the smooth white stamping paper, it's just the label. So we may not get as crisp as an image as we would get with the white paper. But anyway, this also helps me read the sentiments to you. So we have a happy Father's Day to you. These nice detailed trees. I don't know if that's meant for more leaves or what. We will see what it was for when we get to the kit. You're the best there is, and with love and admiration to the most amazing person. So that's nice to have because that could be for male or female. So they're also, so is you're the best there is. But that way we can have some other alternatives for this kit if you don't need Father's Day cards. So my chamois is not wet. I just got back in town. We made a day trip over to Louisiana. My niece is expecting, so we had her baby shower today. So I've done lots of driving, and when I got home, this kit was here. So that was a nice surprise. When my chamois is not wet, I like to use the Stampin' Scrub, which is one of my favorite cleaners. And I'm just going to reactivate this with some water. So I have squirted the Stampin' Mist on there, and if you have some and you haven't washed it, lots of times water will just reactivate it. So let me just clean these stamps real quick and dry. Alright, so now we can put the film back on, but the next time I stamp these, I will start with Versamark. That way it helps the ink stay more solid, especially when using like this best image in the Father's Day. So do that the next time. All right, so we can get back to the kit. My box was a little smushed, but none of the products were damaged. And here comes my kitty Coco to make noises. I did show him on one previous video, but we're going to get right to the goods. And if you hear him, he's clawing on a plastic box that I have, even though he has no front claws because he is simply an indoor cat. We tried hard not to have to have his front claws declawed, but he would scratch on everything. So even if we had multiple scratching posts for him. All right, so here's our goodies. And when you first open it, you'll be like, what is this? If you flip it over, this shows the instructions. Let me grab my scissors again. I have multiple pairs of those. And I try to go where the cardboard is so I don't damage any of my products when taking off the plastic. So I get that started and then I can tear the plastic off. Okay, so we have some dimensionals, and I'm going to get out a new envelope. Let me grab one real quick over here. Okay, here are my larger envelopes that I call part of my favorite things, and they help store my paper pumpkin products all nice and neat. I do use smaller sizes to do individual components. Excuse my cough there. And so that way I'll have this ready to go. And let me get a smaller one. Okay, sorry about that. I should have had this ready to go. So I generally do have those out. Okay, so we have a good set of dimensionals. And if you follow my videos, you know that I cut these larger ones in half. Okay, and then we have some glue dots. By the way, my favorite things there, if you're interested in purchasing these to help organize your craft supplies, there are links in the video description box of where you can purchase these. If you go by the title of this video, there's a little more, more. Click on that and then you'll get the description of my video, and then you'll have to click more to expand that description. And in there will be links to where you can purchase these. I am an Amazon affiliate, so I'm required to tell you that when you use these links to purchase these items, I get a few pennies back at no cost to you. These are safe links provided by Amazon. So if you have used those or plan to use these in the future, thank you so much for your support with that. All right, back to the kit. So we have some nice envelopes. Now I think they appear to be all the same. So this is nice because we will have lots of wood grain options if you choose to cut open these envelopes to make alternatives, which I will do at least a few, if not all. Okay, then we have a card front piece with some mountains, and it looks like those trees there. So 3 of those. Let me put these in here so they don't disappear. And the envelopes do fit in here. You just have to slip them in like this. Okay, and then we have some, I bet this is basic beige. You know, let's look at the coordinating colors for this kit. So the colors for this kit are basic beige, crumb cake, early espresso, misty moonlight, pool party, and wild wheat. So these look to be like basic beige, which by the way, basic beige is a new color that came out with the new 2024-2025 Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog, and it's a great color. I did use that in some of my alternatives for the April kit once I got that product in. So anyway, we have 3 of these, and if you know, I will always cut these in half at least to put them on my own thick white card bases. I just find I really like the thickness of our thick white paper. So we can slide those in here. Okay, then we have some labels. Now this label is much like our one with our add-on dies. By the way, the add-on dies are still available last time I checked. and it includes this nice tag here. You know what? Let me grab those. I'm not doing real good with having my stuff ready for you, but stuff comes up. Anyway, these are the Thanks and Beyond dies, and if you're interested in purchasing those, the item number is 164397. Now, speaking of purchases, on May 21st, which I believe is what, Tuesday? Stampin' Up! Is offering a one-day only free shipping, which saves you 11%. And thank goodness I still have some things that I've left in my cart that I that I want to purchase, like the refills and such. And also my prepaid paper subscription is up, so I'm going to renew for 6 months at least with that. And I'm going to use well, my shop, obviously. But anyway, if you do not have a demonstrator, I would love to be yours. And here is a host code where you can purchase using myself as your demonstrator. In this video, I also have my online store in this bottom corner right here. So, well, I guess I need to do that view right there. So you can go there, and always under the specials column, I will have the current host code as well as a link of where you can subscribe through me as your demonstrator. If you decide to purchase a prepaid subscription, my favorite is the 6 months. And when I calculated it out on free shipping day, it ends up like $21 and some cents. Plus, it'll be taxed if that's in your area. Whereas the month-to-month subscription is $25 plus tax. So a little bit of savings there. And plus, if you get your order up to $150, you qualify for Stampin' Rewards from Stampin' Up! So think about that and see if that's something that would help you out. I know I love to do the prepaid, and then I don't have to worry about, has my credit card expired and I need to update it, etc. So you do have to purchase $75 before tax of so just merchandise, before you qualify for the free shipping. So I love when it's free shipping day, especially when I need to up my paper pumpkin. All right, so I was going to show these dies to see if they're the same size. Okay, so these are the Thanks and Beyond dies, and it looks like they are the same size. So you could create a lot more of these labels if you purchase these dies. And I did use the butterflies a lot, so especially the detailed die. I do have a scan and cut, so I made a cut file with the butterflies because I needed, what was it, 98, something like that, crazy butterflies. So if you have a scan and cut and you're interested in that cut file, I do still have that cut file on my Etsy shop. So my Etsy shop is fairly new, and there's very few things in there. It's a way I could share the cut file with those of you that maybe you're your own demonstrator and you don't subscribe through me. If you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber of mine and you have a scan and cut and you would like that file, I email it to you as a special thank you for being one of my Paper Pumpkin customers. So let's put these away. Let's see if they fit in the smaller one. They do. Okay, more card bases. Now this is nice. Let's see how that compares with this die cut piece we just punched out. So that's a nice layer right there. You can see that. So I like that matches. And it has that little splatter or part of the trees there as well. It's a nice wood grain texture. I have a little tickle in my throat, and lots of talking never helps that. Okay, we have card front pieces again. Now this is the same as the coordinating DSP. Let's see if they listed that there. They did not list it, but I will, I've shown this in my previous videos that there is some coordinating cardstock that has this pattern on there. So we have 3 of those. I like all those colors together. Very nice. Okay, then we have some trees, and I'm actually glad these are not actual wood pieces. It's just print on paper, so it won't make your cards too bulky. So can you see that right there? Goodness. Okay, and then probably 3 more card bases. And again, there is coordinating cardstock that has this as well, but I think we're going to have plenty of it with 3. I made so many cards last time, and it took me forever to finish them all, but luckily I got them done before this kit came. So I used everything in it. It is gone. Okay, then we have some die cut pieces. Mine are kind of stuck together here. 3 sheets of that with a little Misty Moonlight piece. Let's see, let's punch these out carefully because they are detailed and you could tear them. So that looks like a pool party piece. And this one is, oh gosh, the new card, Wild Weed, thank you. It just came to me. And another Misty Moonlight one. So I'm going to put these in my little envelope as well. And then that's everything because we're down to the cardboard. Except by your instructions is this sheet. Now, Stampin' Up! Quit printing the stamp set image on that full sheet right here. They used to print it here. And I do miss it there, but here's what I do. If you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber of mine, you will receive a sleeve that you can store your stamp sets in, as well as a 1-inch square of cardstock where you can write the name of it and store your inks upside down so the ink is always on top. But I put this in that sleeve, and when I go to put them away, I just put my stamps right there on them and then pick them up with my thick sheet here they provide. I don't know why, I just like them. That way I know they all fit on this sheet. And I store this as well as you will get the label made by me on that as well for storage and use in the future. So this is everything in the kit. Again, if you are not subscribed to Paper Pumpkin, don't miss out. And now I'm going to show a few of my favorite things that you might want to consider for free shipping day. So we can now open up the new annual catalog. And the first thing, y'all know I love dies and stitching and everything. So if you have this catalog, you can turn to page 54. If not, you can download the PDF of the catalog and look at that. But I really like these dies right here. Now I have some cut in white. So I'm going to bring that cardboard out. And you can see you get a nice label here with some embossing. This label right here, it actually cuts a negative and this fits inside it. So you could either put those together, or it would be really nice to have a white label with maybe the coordinating color of any card you're working on. I didn't put that together real well. There's this nice, they're stuck together, little floral detail, which would be nice to add to a label. I love this leaf part. Now that does cut out a negative piece. I may have thrown or already used it. You can see it right here. So that is that. There's this nice label, which is scalloped with some stitching. You'll know I love the stitching. And actually this label fits perfectly there if you wanted to create a layered multicolor. There's a stitched circle. This small little guy, we'll see what fits with him. And then again, another one where it punches out the center as well as the outside. So you could have a white label with coordinating color, or just layer it up with white like I've done here. And when you get these dies, you would think they're symmetrical, but you can see that doesn't quite fit. Sometimes if you turn it around, it fits better. Well, I need to set it on something. So see, that fits better than the other way. So just be mindful of that when you're working with those. This is the negative cut out of these pieces. So that's just, I left those there to be able to show you those. So that is part of the Unbounded Beauty Suite. I actually do have this and this, but I wanted to point these out as labels and sentiments for your paper pumpkin. And in there, it kind of shows you which words fit on which label there with the colored piece. Okay, and then, of course, this beautiful paper. Okay, and then my other favorite thing, which I did use on these last set of the April paper pumpkin, which I didn't share, are these new embossing folders. Now, I love embossing folders. It's relatively inexpensive to add so much detail to your card. So look at this dotted circle. I'm going to show you. I can hold it with two hands. So it's quite large. I don't have a ruler here, but I would say it is, well, you know what? I have grid paper. It is 6 inches by more than 8, about 8.5 inches. So it's a nice big size, and I'll show you the cards I made with it in a second. And this eyelet is one that I have. The item number for this dot is 163789, and the item number for the eyelet is 163414. And I do plan on adding to my collection the cute crochet and this dashing designs and cute crochet. Those are new, and I think I have all the other ones. I may consider this so swirly. That looks like an interesting pattern. That would be the other one I would add to my collection. So a free shipping day is perfect for that. Now, let me show you the cards I made. So I did share this design. Let me get the paper pumpkin stuff out of the way. And these instructions do fit in this envelope as well. So you can see I have everything. I just got to get them around my envelope. Versus a box, I have it in that, and then I just kept some of the smaller components in this. You know what? We didn't get any ribbon, did we? Or twine. So that's interesting. We usually get something. So I have all my supplies there. I do, once I start doing smaller things, I have this 3x5 envelope that I store things in. Okay, I shared this design on my alternative videos, but then I had these dies, which I love them. So, and with the new embossing folder, I created another alternative with the dots, and then I cut out one of these in white and did the basic same design of a leaf and the butterflies. But I really like the contrast that this circle adds versus the rectangle. I think both are pretty. It's just this, I don't know, it suited better with me. And I found that the Very Vanilla works well with this basic gray card base piece. So if you stuck with me through this video, you got more alternatives for last month's kit to help bring more detail. Now, if you have soft succulent, it actually is pretty close to Lost Lagoon. So if you don't have Lost Lagoon and you have some soft succulent, it actually complements this card kit as well. I see here I found one more gold piece, and I did take this and some designer series paper that had soft succulent in it and made a card out of it. So anyway, I hope you have found this video informative anyway. And again, thank you for joining me, and be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any alternatives. And if you missed April's kit and you still have it around, check out those videos as well. So until my next video, have a great weekend, everyone. And you know what? I never went back to me. There I am. So again, thank you for your subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you for your views. And until my next video, you guys have a great weekend, okay? Bye-bye.